My faith will guide me. Only a patriarch's loss can open this door. If there's anything the city's nobility would hate to lose, it's their wealth.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I see them. I see my parents. What's been done to them?
The Githyan key. Head removed. They tortured her for information, then made sure the corpse couldn't help anyone else.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No. There is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jen. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you tried to step away from me, every time you tried to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them. I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room. The dreamless sleep. The shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
No, I can't. I came here for them.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Seluna's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
Don't be. They're free now. As am I. And part of them is still here with me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here. More. Most, I should think. I doubt Shah will be given over to generosity. Best if I just consider them lost. I have everything I need to make new memories. As for this place, all I did here, let it stay forgotten. My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror. One used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps. helped. This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times.
The mirror's emptiness seems to draw you. You must surrender some part of yourself. But what?
I'll fill that one later.
This feels...
The mirror's emptiness seems to draw. You must surrender some part of yourself. But what? Huge, polished disc looms before you.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
You feel a presence, dark and ancient. The mirror, you must surrender some part of yourself. But what? Something precious was surrendered. Already you cannot rest still though. For whatever was a foreign sensation assails you. You embody Arves, the merchant you met deep in mourning. His wife died and he cannot bear to go on. Only the House of Grief can help. Whatever power lurks deeper in the dark mirror seems... The huge mirror stares down the mirrors. You must surrender some part of yourself. You feel still though. You feel the presence. It seems to where once the mirror showed nothing, there is now something. Memories, experiences, skills, all prized from the minds of others, and now offered to you to choose from. either side, your memory fades away. The dark mirror.
No time to dally.
At least things have stayed interesting.
What we did might feel any... But if Minsk was not saved from the cult, was used to hurt those who only meant to help him, I think that ending Minsk might have been a way of saving Minsk too.
Ever will Shar try to twist bonds of love into chains of service. Shadowheart did not let her. I cannot presume to know her parents, or what they suffered. But I know that they were proud, in the end.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister, it almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood, but remember it or not, I felt right at home there, surrounded by books and night orchids. Maybe. Or maybe I already liked night orchids and I chose that place because of them. The particulars of childhood can grow hazy even if your memories haven't been tampered with. But, well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you. Most are lost forever. Some may creep back into my mind if I encounter anything that helps clear the fog. Then there's what Shah did restore to me. Memories of pain, suffering, both my own and what I inflicted. It's overwhelming. Like a lifetime's worth of nightmares, I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them. Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it. Perhaps. But in the meanwhile, I'll just have to find a way to live. Shah seeks to break people. To fill their lives with despair so that but it won't. I fought too hard to win my freedom. I will not give it up again, no matter how much it hurts.
Fine. What's on your mind?
A cruel task fell to Shadowheart. But she did as her parents wished. She has my eternal respect.
Shadowheart's memories will be a heavy load for her to carry. But her suffering is over, and so is her parents. I hope she...
I'm so glad Shadowheart's ordeal is over. It'll be a long time before she'll come to terms with all this. But at least now, she can start. Free of...
What Shadowheart did for her parents was a profound act of love. Her courage is... well...
Shadowheart's parents are at peace. And so she, it seems.
Wits and blades, always sharp. Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here. To see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am. Loss. Actual loss, not Shah's oblivion. I had my family. For too short a moment. Now they're gone. By my hand. I remember. But they can't comfort me. They can't give me advice. They can't tell me what I was like as a little girl. It's been a long time since I've shed a tear. I don't even know how long. We carry on. It's all we can do. I'll follow in a while. I think I want to stay here a little longer, firstly. This place isn't familiar, but Shadowheart. She's as much a part of who I am as Jennifer. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
We pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down trouble. So don't make trouble.
What are you still flapping your lips at me for?
Hello again. Looking for something different? You've come to the right merchant. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. away from...
Oh!
Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
That doesn't make any sense.
You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Need anything? Pleasure doing.
work to do.
I think the late Lord Gortash was a saint, the way the Gazette goes on about him.
Yeah, they've really made a meal out of the death of Gortash.
Won't tell us how Gortash died, though, will they? Classic Boulder's mouth.
Shadow journalism indeed.
That bloody Gazette! Nothing but death, death, death! What the people want in a broadcast? Something fun! Puzzles, for instance.
God, you'd think the late Lord Gortash was a saint, the way the Gazette goes on. Won't tell us how Gortash died, though, will they? Classic
Welcome, I am an If you are a city official here to collect dues, say tax, the provision of information that leads to the retrieval of the night song is worth a great line of inquiry terminated. Feast your eyes. Please.
Apparently,
Where are we going? Diggeros. Pick up some hair ointment for your father.
Is this a sign?
Dad doesn't have any hair.
Blood fight, why not just get on with
That's why we live.
it might just be there's not much hair. The accident made him panic.
Perhaps.
I'm sure you'll manage. It's not as if your days are bad just yet.
Gobbling particle.
Looking ahead.
Because they're made of fire, darling.
Stories! Get them right here! The printed novels never been so
They've really made a meal out of the death of Gortash.
Won't tell us how Gortash died, though, will they? Classic Boulder's mouth.
Did it!
The one with that wrinkle is too
Idiot! Scarab, no! Scarab!
All of these statues, could they too be heroes all? Frozen in stone, the city has need of them?
The Harpers keep records of those who fought for the city. I think I would recall mention of a bare-assed little cherub in all our story and song.
Well, who would also think you would have noticed when Minsk himself was frozen for over a century?
Do you know? I had forgotten just how catty your hamster could be.
to life and living. Compliments of Stony and Boney.
Why do we stop, my friend? There is evil.
Something the matter? You've been struck mute. Come on, out with it. Is that so? Well. Hold it. If you're so
Bloody hell!
Show me before you go wandering off.
If he doesn't come back, I'm having his ticket.
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days. Nothing's going on. Absolute's business. No reason for you to link. Not so loud. You and I now hop along. When the time's right, the app. Nothing. Waste my time.
Really made a meal out of the death.
Won't tell us how Gortash died, though, will they? Classic Baldur's mouth.
This is the palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen. Of course. Enter free.
Let's get going.
My boot craves the crunch of unvirtuous nethers.
Won't tell us how Gortash died, though, will they? Classic Baldur's mouth.
Shoddy chosen indeed.
Gods, you'd think the late Lord Gortash was a saint, the way the Gazette goes on about him.
Yeah. They've really made a meal out of the death of God.
Won't tell us.
Let's move.
Had any hairs on his head, this place would set them all as standing. And look how Wu punches his hackles.
We three have come through darker places than this together, Minsk. And hamsters don't have hackles.
Does Jahira not set your heart at ease, Boo? It is comforting to know that one so wise can be so wrong.
The Master is pure.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest. The indentation seems to be the right size and shape to fit a signet ring bearing the family crest. Writing means nothing to you. The door remains sealed.
had any hairs on his head, this place would set them all as standing. And look how Boo punches his hackles.
We three have gone through darker places than this together, Minsk. And hamsters don't have hackles.
Does Jahira not set your heart at ease, Boo? It is comforting to know that one so wise is so wrong.
Tonight we shall see his true form. Another guest for the Master's celebration. But you're so late, the doors are sealed. All is underway. We cannot. The Master forbids it. None are to enter, none are to leave. But please, forgive me, I cannot unseal the doors. The Master's kennel, if you must find him. Now please, I need to...
Come on, open up.
That might be worth a look.
Whatever killed this werewolf burned it up from the inside. Its throat and innards are more liquid than solid.
That door is saturated with necrotic magic. Best keep my distance.
The woman's eyes are alert. Virgin.
Everything's got to be right for the Master.
Look at that. Prime spot for an ambush.
Spotted me, did you? Sharp for a mortal servant. Wait. You are neither
Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect. There is so much to do, so much to prepare.
Master sees everything.
Functional ring. I don't recognize the language, though.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you. Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
There's no time to waste.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
I must be busy.
It's so weak. There's necrotic magic at work. Anything of use? A couple turns should do it.
My faith protects me.
The work is never done.
Another day, another dungeon.
What to do?
but some healing might help.
Our signet ring.
It's best to hold my wounds closed, but some healing might help. A lesser warrior. Although
You were seen trying to move a corpse.
I'm ready.
Take you. Who does his best to hold my wounds closed, but some healing might help.
Must I sit down for a rest and not rise again?
Everything's got to be right for the mask. It's got to be immaculate.
Necrotic energy. Best avoided.
I'm so weak. There's necrotic magic at work here. dictionary of an ancient language. Hardly surprising for a vampire's lair. Right tool will do the trick.
I'm so tired. It'll be over soon. I can rest soon.
Tonight he ascends. Tonight we shall see his true form.
The door is covered. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. Your voice echoes. The door remains sealed. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found. Your voice echoes in the chamber, but nothing happens.
There is so much.
The mask.
Can't afford to stay idle. Hidden away, but not hidden well enough.
Spotted me, did you? Wait.
There is so much to do. So much to prepare.
To glory, or glorious death!
Tonight he ascends. Tonight we shall see his true form.
There's an inscription on the ring. Looks like the same language as that book from earlier.
What now?
The door remained. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. The ring slots per.
Not right. You can't be here. But most important.
Let's get this over with.
Need to stay focused. Moving.
Done.
Much to do, so much to prepare.
By your command.
if you wish. Minsk will not judge. I'd sooner split his skull, but as you...
No better moment.
But kicking for goodness!
Can't afford to let up.
This ought to be good.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Time to get going.
Steel sharp, hamster hungry.
What am I to do?
Can't give up now. No time to rest.
Yes?
You stand on a clean metal plat. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years. But it seems to be in good working order. Like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. On the pillow rests a skull with the skull's empty eye socket. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent. This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence. Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry. Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed. Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Let's see. More for me.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indented. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with hollow-eyed faces stare out of the cells. Some meet your eyes, but most look away.
Please. What are you? Sebastian. I'm not sure. It was all so long ago. The last thing I remember, I was drinking with a pale, beautiful elf. We laughed. We kissed. We stumbled back to this palace and then it gets so dark. I woke up here. Like this.
Under the grime, you can see how pale he is. You can see the hunger in his eyes, in all of their eyes. Each one is an emaciated, starving vampire spawn. More than that, you can see that each prisoner is marked with a scar, a rune carved into their flesh.
You can't. It's not possible. His stuff. It controls everything down here. But he never sets it down. You'll never get it. The Grand Chamber. Just ahead. But even if you can kill him, what then? What happens to us? I don't know. I just don't want to die down here. Please. Whatever you do, just do it. Please hurry.
Hey. Hey, you. Come. Smells fresh. Smells alive. Smells like... No, the Gur camp. The Gur camp. Maybe? Yes, I think so. And you look a tasty treat. No,
This is no ordinary hunger. This is the hunger of a vampire spawn. One that hasn't fed since it was created.
You know him? Then you understand. His servant kidnapped us. The pretty one with the frilly clothes and white hair. One moment we're at camp, then the world goes dark. The next thing I remember, there's someone breathing on my neck. A tongue. And then the pain. All the monsters I ever met were in books. I never even made it to the adult hunt. But now I'm one of them. I'm a spawn. Please, if you've any mercy, put us down like the prey we are. No! No! You can't! You mustn't! I'll drink you dry as a desert. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the hunger. If you were to free us, there's no knowing what we'd do.
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes. And with it, hope.
That's true. The book said so. The spawn are only bound as long as their lord lives. Cazador's got this staff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone... Good luck. If you...
Who says, what?
interesting times.
The penitent looks at you silently. There is the slightest flicker of acknowledgement in his eyes. Penitent.
Returns. You lie. The vessel returns. You lie.
Sword at my side and hamster at hand. that.
Got a long road ahead.
No, this is unexpected. You who follow on the heels of our poor lost son. Has he sent you here to parley on his behalf, hmm? Will he not even speak to his own family? You would turn on him? Very well. I give you one chance. Return with my butt. Crisp. I hope we understand it.
To abandon me! To abandon his family! Wretched creature.
My instructions were clear. I see you.
We do what we must.
Hamster hears, and I obey.
For the fallen.
death greets us all. But not today. What must be done? Red in tooth and claw. Onward.
Have you met my hamster?
Never a dull moment.
Evil hides, and Boo seeks. We're only looking, Boo.
No one back home will ever believe this.
great vampire lord looks peaceful, recovering in his coffin. There is no trace of the fury that you fought against.
Consummatum est. Cecidi.
The vampire lord is no more, but his legacy remains. 7,000 vampires spawn, including the stolen children of the Gur hunters. What will you do with them all?
Fly, little vampires! Return to this city, and you will answer to Boo!
Nothing remains now. Cazador and his machinations are naught but dust.
My head is spinning. I can't believe you did this. What's going to happen to us? We are free. But where will we go? How? Then we will go. Not to the surface. We have hunted but the Underdark. Thank you.
You. We ask you to free our children, and you unleash thousands of vampire spawn on the Sword Coast. Why? What madness possessed you? I pray they will stay there, although who knows what events this has set in motion. But you were given an impossible choice. Who's to say what path was right? We will make it our duty to find the spawn that escaped into the Underdark, especially our children. I pray they can resist the urges of their new nature, but we shall see. As for your pale companion, we will hunt him no longer, unless he gives us cause to. You have my people's thanks. There will be dark times ahead for us all, but we will stand with you as best we can. Until then, go in peace.
You let thousands of vampires spawn go free.
Thousands of vampires spawn on the run. I only pray something of their innocence.
I don't know what to think.
I will find my little ones.
You could have killed them all.
If you think those spawn will stay in the Underdark, you're a fool.
Anyone capable of killing a vampire as powerful as Cazador has my respect. But you are not a true hunter. Sparing the spawns was an error. Releasing them?
You come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? This boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconia was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day. Those words are more soothing than the salve Minsk applies to the places the armor chafes. You are a kind and gentle soul. You hear what our friend says, boo? Viconia is gone for good this time. I am sorry, boo! I will stop up my clumsy mouth and would tear out my hair if any remained. My old friend Keldorn told me that the righteous must end their rage when the battle is done. But when Minsk thinks of those villains tormenting our gentle moon witch, he wants to kick them in the cloisters. Not just safe. She is among friends. Minsk is her friend. You are her friend. And, most important of... I do not know all of those words. A little too much, perhaps. It is good that Minsk is too reasonable to ever be... Oh, the pale scoundrel has his charms. It cannot be denied. But, my friend, it gives me no pleasure to tell you, Astarion is not what he claims to be. Just last night, Minsk was dressing one of his many heroic wounds in camp, when Astarion stumbled upon the scene. I tell you, he grew pale as death itself. He licked his lips and trembled so violently that Minsk thought he might faint on the spot. The truth is painful, but undeniable. Astarion is a coward. How can he fight the battles to come when he grows soft at the first sight of blood? Just one moment. You are sure? And you could not have told me this before? Minsk may have been mistaken. Boo presents compelling evidence that Astarion may in fact be a vampire. Minsk has met many vampires, and never one whose smile did not hide treacherous teeth. This world is a strange and wondrous place. Minsk has seen the soul of an angel in a child of Bo. If the sun can bear to look upon Astarion's monstrous face, then so can Minsk and Boo. For now, at least. What is it, my friend? Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. You hear that, Boo? Your keen skills of observation have... So small is Boo that he... But Minsk, of course, will translate. Indeed, a berserker after my own heart. Though hers is made of hellish heat, and metal, and some manner of coin-operated device. Ha! Well, may he answer to the art. But, for all his bit, Karlach remains Karlach. Even if all her parts... And soon, Karlach will still be Karlach. But Karlach will also be cured. Ha! She knows. You come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. We have. Is it not wonderful? There is no need for sweet words between companions such... But she who will beat you about the head with the cold and pointy truth? That is a true Wicklaren. A hero is only as good as the friends they have at their back. This is why Boo favors the spot just above my buttocks.
Yes?
Hello, my dear.
What do you mean, dead? How? Why? Free. I'll never be anything but a spawn now. You've sentenced me to an eternity in darkness. Tell me honestly, did you kill him for my sake, or to stop me completing the ritual myself? I do understand. There's always a risk we'll become the monsters we want to slay. I'll never say you saved me from him. But perhaps you saved me from myself. Gods, I would have liked to kill him, though. I will have to trust you on that. Still, this will take some getting used to. Cazador being gone. I just need some time to let it sink in. To figure out what it means now that he's gone. Thank you. And thank you for what you did. I thought Cazador's story would end with more of a bang than a whimper, but... well, You did end it. I'm grateful.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Darling?
Dog wags his tail, a small bag. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. They were alive. All this time, they were just hidden under the palace. Hills. After 2 centuries, Cazador still had new horrors to reveal. What did you do with the poor wretches? That was a kindness, I think. It's hard to know, really. I'm not sure if I feel worse for them or the creatures of the Underdark. But at least they're free. Still, this will take some getting used to. Cazador being gone. I just need some time to let it sink in. To figure out what... Thank you. I thought Cazador's story would end with more of a...
How can I help?
Darling?
You will grow to like Jahira's incense in time.
Yes?
know. Magic, innit? I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason for that weird feeling of yours.
So you believe me then?
These rooms are a little darker than I'd like for. Stranger things have happened in Baldur's Gate, is what I'm saying.
Think I made the right decision not to stay long.
Tash was so clever. How'd he end up dead? Don't see the mouth asking that.
Look around you. Isn't it?
Initiating scans,
One would think, dearie. Daughters would inspire solemnity. This is most untrue of the blushing nerve. A raucous high, as usual.
It's a sad day in the... Captain Grizzly's dead. And my only comfort is you off their killer. A goddamned hag of all things. Don't be. You weren't the one who was supposed to protect her. She left me the maid. And well, it won't be the same without her. No, you're always welcome here, mate.
Pewter, I believe. She cracked it over your head.
Oh, praise the three. Minsk was afraid he had shamed himself. I will, leave a copper at the bar.
Best leave two. I correct her with my own afterward. She was drinking grog. Whose backside could only have improved it.
I have a date to get to.
I'll finish it in my own day.
Best victuals and cures in the lower city guaranteed. What'll it be?
Invictus! Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty!
They've really made a move out of the death of Gortash stuff.
Won't tell us how Gortash died, though,
Well,
will they?
didn't stop them running. Tamarin worked harder than they did. He was still chipping away when I left last night. Never saw when you left, though, did we? He could be propping up the bar in the elf song for all we know.
Gods, you'd think the late Lord Gortash was a saint the way the
Only
Gazette
have to
goes.
say it 3 times.
Speak thrice the phrase correct. Scarabs. Scarabs?
You're going first. It was your idea. Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go. My fingers are crossed. Oh, I'm not going in there and getting swallowed by a devil. Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Your esteemedness returns. Oh, joyous hour. You must be awfully familiar with our esteemed Archduke to know about a thing like that. Likewise. Well, less of a colleague, more of a contractor? But I digress. You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. Make me an offer. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. I can reveal to you that I opened a portal for Lord Gortash. Raphael. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I have a terrible memory for names. The only... My, what deep pockets you have. Yes, you are quite correct. The Crown of Carsus left the vault, and an opportunity opened for a devil named Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Carsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown. The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
Time for a social call, then. I'm sure Raphael makes for a wonderful host.
What a fascinating proposition. Ludicrous, of course, but fascinating nevertheless. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail. Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed. Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal? Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here.